Hello, Leonia Church family. We are right here in Maine as part of our 135 years anniversary. We thought it wise to really visit Mrs. Dorothy Ault, who is 101 years. She and her husband, Bishop James, served our congregation, and it was a wonderful time whilst they were there. And so we are so much honored. What a joy and a great blessing. We've had nice conversation here this morning, and we wanted her to give a greeting to the church. So please welcome. This is Mrs. Dorothy. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing
I'm
today?
fine.
Yeah.
I have to say I am just so grateful for your
Right.
visit.
Thank
You drove a long way,
Thank you.
and it's been so interesting.
Yes.
And I'm glad to know that the church is doing well,
Yes.
and that there are a lot of new people.
Mhm.
We, we went there. Oh goodness! Early on, we had young children. One of our daughters was born in Inglewood. While we were there, going from a church of 80 members to 500. That was Leonia. And it was a college professors there. But still, it grew well while he was there.
An academic community in this sense that it was a home base for many persons who taught in New York City institutions, Columbia, CCNY, NYU. And it was very known. It was known as the home of Nobel Prize winners like Harold Urey and Fermi, and who were related to the atomic bomb. Just a host of people, plus a community of artists.
Part of Jim's success was that he was very good at calling on people, and he took me with him when he could. I liked it too. It's a good skill to ask people questions, find out about them and what their concerns are and interests and who they are. When new people came to town, to church, he would call. And it was such a valuable experience for him. They opted someone to come and stay with the kids, so I could go calling with him one night a week. And that's when we had fun. We'd go. There were 3 new FBI agents. One of them came, and then he brought some friends, and we would call on couples, usually when we were out in an early evening, because they were home and we were home.
Leonia was a critical center. My ministry basically, whether as a pastor or as a professor or in the episcopacy, works off the same foundation. And there's a book written by Ernst Caseman on essays on the New Testament. And one of the essays is Ministry and Community of the New Testament. It has to do with the gifts of the Spirit given to the body, distributed to individuals, in which the whole theology of laity is based. So my ministry has always been in that kind of understanding. That is to say, gifts are given, distributed individuals. You identify the gifts, you nurture and develop the gifts and set the people free to minister. So that was one of the great learnings I had. And one of the things that I discovered in going to this church in Leonia with all this leadership was that those persons, my task was to utilize those people in appropriate ways given who they were. I had great difficulty doing that. It's only when I began to read and think about these things that they helped teach me how to use them.
I think the congregation, many of them saw themselves as helping us learn to be good pastors. We had help from the Hundleys and from Dan Moore and Eugenia and from Paul and Charlotte Burroughs, and my husband enjoyed chatting with them. And I think he learned a lot. They were kind and helpful to us. I think they saw a couple who would grow in ministry and needed, and they were just lovingly helpful.
And so then I applied that principle from then on, my whole ministry.
We just had lots of experiences, and then some which weren't so good. What was going on in the church at that time, in our country, was the McCarthy era. And we had one of the professors' wives who believed McCarthy, that there were communists in the Methodist Church. And she wanted Jim to do more about it. And he had all he could do to hold his temper and not speak back to her, to manage that without making enemies. And that's when his mother taught him, you know, Jim, you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. Watch your language. So he learned. He learned.
Well, another dimension I failed to mention was, and I shouldn't mention that, Dorothy. She's always been with me on every position I've had, and the first person I talk with about any issue.
You have always said that no church has the whole truth. We all have a piece of the truth, and it doesn't behoove any church to be more higher than any other. We're all part of the body, and the more we can work together, but nobody has the whole truth. I liked that. I always liked that.
Except you and me.
Sometimes I have doubts about you. I love it.
She's great.
Anyway, you always said that, and I always thought that was very important,
Well,
because if any church acts as if they have the whole truth, they don't. I have a picture in my house of the Leonia Church, because it's a place I loved and was important for us. We grew, we learned a lot, and we're grateful. Thank you all. Have a very great celebration of your anniversary. 135 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's big.
Thank you so much. Thank you for making time for us today.
Thank you. This has been fun. This has been fun. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.